It's 1936. Workers dig through soil near Kujit Rabu. They're building a new railway outside Baghdad, and then a shovel hits something hard. Not one jar, a collection of them. Each one roughly 5 inches tall. Each one sealed with an asphalt plug at the top. Inside every single jar, a copper cylinder. Inside that cylinder, a single iron rod. The rods show chemical corrosion. The copper walls show acid residue. An archaeologist named Wilhelm Kig examined them closely. His conclusion shook the academic world. These jars were not storage vessels. They were batteries. Did a civilization 2,000 years ago master electricity? Or are we pattern matching something much simpler? Let's look at the actual evidence. Every battery needs exactly 3 things: an anode, a cathode, and an electrolyte. The anode is the negative terminal. It releases electrons when a reaction starts. The cathode is the positive terminal. It receives those electrons. The electrolyte lets ions move, completing the circuit. Now look at the Baghdad Battery's anatomy. The iron rod, that's your anode. The copper cylinder, that's your cathode. The asphalt plug sealed in the electrolyte. The critical gap between iron and copper. Something acidic once filled that space. The chemical analysis confirms it. Acid corrosion on both the iron and copper. Every single structural requirement for a battery present. The device should generate electricity. The question is, does it actually? Researchers didn't just theorize. They tested. Multiple teams built exact physical replicas. Same clay jar dimensions, same copper cylinder, same iron rod, same proportions. Then they filled the jars with liquids. Liquids available in the ancient world. Lemon juice, grape wine, white vinegar. The probes touch the iron and copper. The voltmeter needle moves. That is not nothing. That is current. Grape wine generates around 0.5 volts. Vinegar pushes it closer to 1.1 volts. A single jar, no modification, no tricks. Now chain 5 jars together in series. You're approaching 5 volts of electricity. That is enough to do measurable work. We have proven these jars can function as batteries. If they generated electricity, what did they do with it? No electrical devices were found nearby. No wires, no copper conductors, no switches. Researchers have proposed two serious answers. Both are historically grounded. Both are testable. Theory A. Electroplating. Using electrical current to coat a cheap metal if precious metal. Run a current through a conductive solution. The current transfers metal ions onto the surface. The result, a copper ring that looks like solid gold. Archaeologists found strangely thin gold coatings on copper and bronze items from this exact era, thinner than any known fire gilding technique. Electroplating explains that precision perfectly. Theory B takes a completely different direction. The ancient world already understood electric shock. The torpedo fish, a type of electric ray, produces pulses of up to 220 volts. Ancient Greek and Roman physicians documented this. Electric fish were applied directly to painful joints, for headaches, for arthritis, for chronic pain. Mild electrical stimulation disrupts pain signal transmission. It is still used today in TENS therapy devices. A small portable battery would give healers reliable, controllable electrical stimulation. 1 volt. Just enough to feel, just enough to treat. Now, here is where the skeptics have a strong point. A very strong one. Identical jars were found at the same sites, but with rolled sacred papyrus scrolls inside. Same shape, same asphalt seal at the top. Same construction, same context, same period. The Parthian people sealed important documents this way. Airtight, moisture-proof, rodent-resistant. The asphalt plug is the standard preservation method. The iron rod and copper cylinder. They may have been a structural locking mechanism. The acid residue, centuries of soil chemistry, not ancient liquid electrolyte. This comes from specialists in Parthian material culture who have studied hundreds of comparable artifacts. No electrical wiring. No insulated conductors found. No external circuit evidence at any site. Both theories have evidence. Both have gaps. Neither side has a smoking gun. This is what honest scientific uncertainty looks like. 2,000 years ago, someone built these jars. They combined two specific metals. They sealed them with precision. They created the structural conditions for electrochemistry. Ancient people were not primitive. They were experimenters. They were observers. They were solving material problems with material intelligence. The Baghdad Battery sits in a museum in Cairo. Today, unremarkable to the casual tourist. Genuinely extraordinary to anyone who looks closely. It is either the oldest battery ever created, or a perfectly engineered scroll vault. Either way, it should not exist at that sophistication level. Somebody's hands made this. Somebody knew exactly what they were doing. We just haven't figured out what that was yet. If you could travel back in time and ask the maker one question, what would it be? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe, because we are just getting started.